Genesis 13, a chapter that teaches us about making choices, dealing with family, and trusting in divine promises. As we journey through this narrative with Abram and Lot, we'll discover valuable lessons on peace, generosity, and the importance of faith. Let's delve into this rich chapter together. Our story begins with Abram and his nephew Lot returning from Egypt, a land they fled to escape famine. They're not returning empty-handed. They've acquired great wealth in livestock, silver, and gold. But with great wealth comes new challenges. As they settle back in Canaan, the land that once supported them now strains under the weight of their combined flocks and herds. The abundance of wealth leads to conflict. Abram's and Lot's herdsmen begin to quarrel, for the land cannot sustain both their flocks. This dispute threatens to sever the strong family bonds that have held them together. It's a moment that tests not only their relationship but their character and faith. In the face of potential conflict, Abram steps forward with a proposal. He suggests to Lot that they part ways to avoid quarreling. Abram's offer to Lot is generous and trusting. He allows Lot the first choice of the land, whether the fertile plains to the east or the remaining lands. Abram's decision to let Lot choose first demonstrates a profound trust in God's provision and a deep desire for peace. Lot looks around and chooses the whole plain of the Jordan for himself, an area that is well-watered and lush, reminiscent of the Garden of Eden and the rich lands of Egypt. This choice leads Lot towards the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, known for their wickedness. Meanwhile, Abram remains in Canaan, adhering to the land and promise God has shown him. After Lot departs, God speaks to Abram, renewing his promise. God tells Abram to look around from where he is, to the north, south, east, and west. All the land he sees, God promises, will be given to him and his offspring forever. Furthermore, God promises to make Abram's offspring like the dust of the earth, so numerous that if anyone could count the dust, then they could count his offspring. Abram moves his tents and comes to settle near the great trees of Mamre at Hebron. There, he builds another altar to the Lord, an act that reaffirms his faith and trust in God's promises. This altar symbolizes Abram's gratitude and acknowledgement of God's continuing faithfulness and provision. Genesis 13 presents us with powerful lessons on resolving conflict, making choices, and trusting in God's promises. Abram's generosity towards Lot and his decision to trust in God's promise over immediate wealth teach us about the values of peace, family, and faith. As we reflect on this story, let us consider our own choices and how we prioritize relationships and trust in our lives. Thank you for joining me in exploring the story of Genesis 13. If you've enjoyed this journey and found insights in Abram's story, please consider subscribing to our channel. Share your thoughts and reflections in the comments below. Until next time, may we all learn from Abram's example of faith and generosity.